Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another reaction video by yours truly. The title of this video is, Are Guys Who Play Video Games Unattractive?
We got a message from a listener, a lovely listener by the name of Vishal, for some comments that we made on last night's show, in case you missed it.
I feel so appreciative that my boyfriend doesn't play video games. I know when you're saying, no, it's social, and no, they're not just nerds, it's still a game.
If I go around to a guy's house, actually I did this a couple of weeks ago, and we watched a DVD.
Yeah.
And he put it in a Sony PlayStation. I
Oh,
was like,
shit. Did
yeah.
you really mount straight away?
Yes. Like, it's hard enough to get text messages back from guys. I don't need to now compete with a freaking game.
Okay, so off the back of those comments, Vishal has sent us a facey message, and this is just part of it. He said, Stacey and Christy, I'm extremely offended that you feel guys who play computer games are somehow lesser than those who don't. Computer gaming is a completely legitimate pastime.
Or profession for those hardcore enough, he says. FYI, I and all of my friends earn good money. We're 30, have girlfriends, wives, go to pub, blah, 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 blah. So basically saying that, there's still a catch. We decided that we would invite Vish to join us on the show and have you say, hello, Vish.
Hey, ladies, how you going?
Hey, we're good.
Thanks for listening.
We're glad that you contacted us and said, even if it was a message of you being pissed off by something that we've kind of said, we do appreciate the contact.
All good.
31065 if you are with us, or if you are definitely with Vish and rally with him if you're a gamer. We've also done a poll on Twitter about whether anybody is thinking it's a turn-off like we both are, Vish. So we will reveal...
I really don't understand how somebody playing video games is a turnoff. The only way that would be a turnoff for anyone, like, for anyone that's looking at someone and be like, oh, that person playing a game is a turnoff. If it's a turnoff, it's because, first of all, that person doesn't play video games. That's number one. Come on now. Some people are a little too sensitive, but then again, they have no idea. Like, they aren't in it. They don't find it interesting. They don't know why people find video games interesting in the first place. Now, I can understand that. But then for someone to take that further than that and be like, oh, someone that plays video games is unattractive. That's the same thing if someone would say, oh, somebody that watches movies is unattractive, or somebody that sits down and reads a book is unattractive. Like, what? I mean, that makes no sense.
those results of our own listeners a little bit later on. But I mean, we got you on the show to be able to say how it made you feel, and I suppose put some weight behind the argument that you have, which is completely fair enough. It's your life, and it was something that I guess you were offended by.
Yeah, well, a little bit, but that's okay. And the main message I wanted to get across was that it's a completely normal activity. It's no different, you going home, watching movies, sports, going to the gym. And, I think in that situation where, you dumped a guy where he was, because he was playing a game, I thought that maybe we should be looking at the totality of a person and what they have in their personality, rather than just saying, oh, well, you play video games, I don't want to see you again.
Oh, I don't think it was that simple. I mean, look, Fish, are you single, or are you in a relationship?
I'm separated.
Okay. So you're single, or you've got a version of, available. I guess for me, it's kind of like everybody has things that they're attracted to. Like, I'm not really a fan of, big gym junkies, or, this type of person. There just are things that work for me. And I don't know, as soon as I saw the gaming console, and it wasn't really my type of guy.
And
is that such a bad thing?
No, I guess it isn't. If there's something that's really...
Just because a person plays video games, that has little to nothing to do with the type of person that they are. You know how, like, a guy will sit down and play a video game for hours, but then, if you look at the other hand, you have a girl, she spends like hours doing like makeup or watching her TV shows. How can I sit there and look at a girl and be like, oh, a girl that watches TV shows for 2 hours straight is unattractive? Oh, what am I correlating what am I correlating a woman watching TV to? And then for the lady to say, "Oh, it just wasn't my type of guy." Well, then what type of guy would a woman be looking for?
When it comes to relationships. So, if maybe he plays games, but otherwise he's a fit guy, he cooks, he's funny, earns good money, looks after you, I would think that, you would look for the offsetting factors.
Look, Vish, we're not saying that all dudes or all people that play video games are horrible people. Just, I don't know, in my opinion, I think that, I don't know, there's something a little bit childlike about it, a grown man to be playing games, and it is a huge turn off for me. And
Mind you, this video was it was uploaded 6 years ago. So the mindsets of these two ladies might have changed within that time frame. But then again, it's just opinions. People could think whatever they want to think. They can say whatever they want to say. When people say things, but just in general, when people say things like, "Oh, I think there's something so childlike about people that play video games." Well, I could say the same thing about people that then you can say, "Oh, I think that there's something childlike about grown men and women going to Disneyland." Like it's Disneyland. Why would I correlate like a bunch of people doing something that is fun for them to that being childlike, simply because I personally don't find the value in that. And at the end of the day, it is all personal preference. I personally think that there are some preferences out there that are not only are they unrealistic, but they're just outright stupid, because like I said, that would like be for me, like it was, oh, I don't want to be with a girl that uses her free time to read books.
Shane, sorry, just a sec, Vish. We've got Shane that's also called up on 131065, who's a gamer. Shane, you want to weigh in here?
Yeah, I do. How are you guys? This is the first time listening. I just tuned in on a whim there.
yeah.
I'm a child of the 90s, and I've played games on and off, like probably more so when I was a kid. I have a girlfriend. We've been together 2 years. I play games not all the time. We obviously do things. I actually do professional rock and roll dancing as a part of our relationship thing. But my partner Hayley, she does her own thing. She knows that when she's not around and I've got nothing better to do, I'll have a quick game or something.
Shane, does she hate you playing the video games? Because that's what I would be doing if I was your partner. I would hate for you to be playing video games.
The only time she really hates it is if she's there and I'm not paying attention, which, I think we had one fight about a year or so ago, and then I pretty much got my ass in the gear and said, all right, well, I won't do that again. And so pretty much, yeah, she's not a fan of it, but she accepts that it's something that I do in my spare time.
Yeah,
very
right.
rarely.
Shane, we'll just hold you there, because Mina's called and she wants to weigh in, and she's actually married to a gamer, so the other side.
Yep.
Mina, what do you reckon? Do you think our call is premeditated, and that being married to a gamer is just fine?
Absolutely. We've been together for 13 years, and to be quite honest, I didn't know when I met him until we really started to hang out.
Did he hide it?
But to be quite honest, I've got no problem with that at all, because I've got friends on the flip side who have... Look, my husband's very social. He gets together with friends often. When he does game, he games online with friends, so they all get together, headsets on, they talk to each other and whatever.
Mina, I just find that so bizarre.
I don't know who this chick is, but it's clear that for me, it seems that she has unrealistic expectations about guys. Once again, the video is 6 years ago. So like I said, 6 years ago, we were literally in a whole nother world back then, where I'll be perfectly honest. And to her defense, 6 years ago, people really didn't value the gamers and like the gaming community. Like, a lot of people laughed at people that play games. For anyone to say that an adult that plays video games is weird, there's someone out there that could say the same thing about adults that go to concerts and they watch celebrities and singers sing, and then they get extra loud and crazy when they come out. Like, there's something to say that all that is to say that an adult playing a video game is childish. you can say the same thing about adults that get all crazy and excited when their favorite celebrities come out. You could say that, oh, there's something childish about that. But then, someone on the outside looking in would be like, oh, well, you don't understand what it's like to be listening to your favorite celebrity and then you see them live singing your favorite song. Well, you don't know what it's like to play it, to be able to like control a movie in a sense. Like, you don't know what it's like to play a video game and to be able to do whatever you want in that game. You can fly, you can swim, you can get power-ups, things like that. My thing is, it's not that serious. It's really not. And if someone doesn't find somebody, like, if you found if a lady found a guy attractive and they already went on 3 dates, but she never went to his house, she likes everything about this guy: the way he talks, the way he smells, the way he looks, all of that, the attention that he's given her. And then you go to his house, you see a video game console, and all of a sudden this guy is unattractive to you when he did everything else right. That is so unrealistic. It makes zero sense.
Really appreciative of you joining us and starting the conversation. Head to our Facebook page if you do want to weigh in on this. And just to let everybody know, 38% of our listeners said that it is a turn-off, but a big 62% said being a gamer is definitely not a turn-off. So Christy and I are...
Absolutely. Needless to say, 6 years ago, I'm sorry to say, but these two ladies were, not her. She doesn't seem to be as aggressive with it. It's the other girl that's like, oh, I find it so bizarre. Like I said, the same thing that she can say about a guy is the same thing that a guy could say about a chick. Oh, I went out on a date with this chick. She was holding me. She was close to me. She was super sweet. She smelled nice. She did everything right. Then I went over her house and then I find out that, oh, she's reading Dr. Seuss, The Cat in the Hat. That's so unattractive. That makes no sense at all. Like, it's not that serious. You really gotta be real about it. Do you guys think that somebody playing video games is something that you should be worried about? You guys let me know in the comments. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care, people.